Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, and today we are going to be covering how you can complete the Ascendant challenge for week 2 of Forsaken inside the Dreaming City. Last week, the Ascendant challenge took place in a lost sector right next to Petrovenge. This week, it's taking place in the Gardens of Esila. And for the most part, it's not too bad. I think it's actually easier than last week's challenge. Now, as usual, before you start these things off, make sure you visit Petrovenge and pick up the weekly bounty for the Ascendant challenge. You're going to want to make sure you get this done, so you don't have to run it twice, unless you really just want to. So, once you've picked that bounty up, you're ready to rock and roll. Of course, for these Ascendant challenges, you'll also need a tincture of Queen's Foil. These are of course random drops that you can get from any chest within the Dreaming City, and they basically turn you Ascendant for 30 minutes, allowing you to see hidden secrets throughout the Dreaming City. They're required to get into these challenges, so if you don't have a tincture yet, you'll need to get one by just doing activities within the Dreaming City. Or if you've built up enough of the planetary mat, the Barian Bows, you can actually buy it from a hidden vendor within the Dreaming City. Costs about 50 to pick up one. But anyways, once you've got your tincture of Queen's Foil, you're ready to rock and roll. Now, since a lot of people are still brand new to the Dreaming City and the endgame in Destiny 2, I'll show you exactly how you can get to the Gardens of Esila from Petrovenge. Just follow the path that we're taking here, and you'll reach the gardens in no time. And once you've reached a spot right here, you'll be able to see the portal if you've got your tincture of Queen's Foil active. If you don't have that activated, go ahead and pop it right now. That portal will pop right up, and we are ready to start this challenge. Now, this Ascendant realm is going to be very similar to the previous one. You're going to have a lot of Shadow Thrall and a lot of giant abyssal champions, those a la cool style Taken Knights who are going to be chasing you around and one-shotting you. Enemies in here are going to be in the 550 range, so they're probably going to one-shot regardless of what light level you're at right now, so be very careful with this. But the challenge in here is actually rather simple. When you come in, you'll see 3 orbs floating in different spots of the map. Your job is to grab those orbs, work your way back to the middle of the map, and slam dunk them home. Once you've slam dunked all 3 orbs, a well of light will spawn in the middle and you will be granted infinite super. Basically just like the story missions where you get your class abilities, just step into the light, you'll get your super back, and your job is then to kill all of the abyssal champions. And that's pretty much it. That's the challenge in and of itself. Just grab the orbs, dunk them home, kill the knights, and you're done. A lot easier said than done though, because these guys are very, very powerful and they hit very, very hard. So here's a couple of tips to help you get this challenge done. If you're solo, definitely utilize the trees and pillars. The Abyssal Knights don't jump too well, so if you can get in there when you're first starting out before you start dunking the orbs home, maybe jump on a couple of these, destroy the blights that are around the battlefield to make your travel with the orbs much easier. Hopping on top of the trees in mid also makes it really easy to deal with the Taken Phalanxes that'll spawn whenever you bring an orb towards mid. They'll basically pop up and try to bump you away from your goal, so you can actually just jump into the tree, drop an orb really quick, pop all of the Taken Phalanxes, pick that orb back up, and then move in. Basically, if you're solo, utilize the areas that the enemies can't reach in order to clear things out. It'll make your rift run a lot easier. Same thing with the knights. If you're running this solo, taking out the knights, even though you've got infinite super, might be a little bit on the difficult side since you'll need to keep dropping down and going into the mid to refresh your abilities. The knights have a very wide blast radius on their slam, so you might want to do the same thing and just hop back into a tree and slowly plink away at their health until they're all dead. If you've got teammates that you're running this with, well, it becomes a lot easier. You can actually just designate somebody to sit in mid and take out the Taken Phalanxes and all the blights around the area, while one person goes from spot to spot grabbing the orb and moving back into mid. And then when you get to the super section, it becomes a lot easier with double supers taking out the knights, or even more if you've got a full fire team. But alright Guardians, that is pretty much it for the Ascendant challenge for the Gardens of Esila in Destiny Forsaken Week 2. I absolutely love the secrets that Bungie has just slammed into this in-game world space. We're still finding new stuff every single day, and I have no idea when it's going to stop. But that's going to be it for this guide video, Guardians. Get out there, get your powerful engrams, and make sure you pick up that weekly bounty so you only have to do this once. Oh, before I go, it's also worth noting that there is a lore bit that you can scan and pick up within the Ascendant realm. It's like some bones or something that's sitting underneath a bridge. I wasn't able to find it in this, but I have gotten confirmation from other people who've run this Ascendant challenge. So if you're trying to get all the lore pieces in the game, there is definitely one here within this Ascendant realm, and there was one in the Lost Sector Ascendant realm last week as well. That one was sitting on top of one of the statues. But alright Guardians, that is it for this one. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. Destiny 2 Forsaken has still got plenty of surprises in the wings, so make sure you're staying tuned. But alright, I'm out for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.